participants from across Ontario will unite this September at the Kidney Walk to make a difference in the lives of those who live with and are at risk of kidney disease. Joining me in studio is Olivia Jelly, Community and Fund Development Officer at the Ontario branch of the Kidney Foundation of Canada. Thanks so much for being here today, Olivia.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such a pleasure to be here.
The Kidney Walk. Let's
Yes.
start there. What's that all about?
Yeah, so our Kidney Walk this year is on September 28th at Lake Ontario Park.
Beautiful venue.
Yes, it's gorgeous. I was actually just there last week shooting some content and I was like breathtaking. It was so nice. So basically the Kidney Walk is tons of people all throughout the community and also other regions around Kingston. They join and we walk 5 kilometers. And basically we just raise awareness about the Kidney Foundation and also raise donations to help fund lots of our programs and things like that and support people living with kidney disease. And we just have a great day. We have free pizza and basically just hanging out with people, learning about people. We have guest speakers coming. It's just a wonderful day.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And speaking about the Kidney Foundation, what sort of work does the Kidney Foundation do?
Yeah, so the Kidney Foundation, we have lots of great programs. So we help people living with kidney disease. So we help with things like short-term financial assistance. So that can include transportation, grocery gift cards, things like that. We also help with peer support. So many people find themselves feeling alone or they just want someone to talk to. So we have tons of different peer support opportunities as well as support for caregivers and things like that. And then we also help with funding innovative medical research. Yeah, so lots of great things. We also help support sending people away to camp where they can receive their dialysis treatment while they're there.
Right, and I think many people out there, if they haven't been touched by kidney disease, which is few people now because a lot of people are touched by kidney disease in their lives, don't realize the burden of dialysis and things like that, right?
Yeah, so 1 in 10 Canadians typically will have kidney disease, and basically it's so life-changing once they get it. And a lot of people don't even know that they are on the verge of having it. So when they get it, it's often too late, and there isn't really a cure. So there's dialysis treatment option, and then getting a transplant. So basically, once you're on dialysis, you have to go 3 to 4 times a week, and the sessions are hours long, and then it often leaves people feeling, exhausted. So a lot of people end up not being able to work anymore. So that puts such a burden on their lives, financially, emotionally, so many things. And it's just, a lot of people don't understand the impact that kidney disease really has. So we're just out here trying to raise awareness and support people the best we can.
For sure. And I think, so admittedly, I'm one of those 1 in 10 Canadians that's been touched by kidney disease in their lives. And I was speaking with you a little bit earlier before the segment of, even basic quality of life things. Someone on peritoneal dialysis can't swim in a pool, can't take a bath, can't get wet for fear of infection of the incision. And so it's amazing that the Kidney Foundation is working on making life easier and as normal as possible for those individuals. If individuals wanted to register for the walk, how can they do that?
Yeah, so they can head to kidneywalk.ca and basically on there they can choose the location that they want to walk at. So we have tons of different locations, but for an example, if you're going to walk in the Kingston location, you would select Kingston, you would register, so you can register independently or you can register a team. You can personalize your page and then you can share it to your social media, invite people to donate, invite people to join our walk. So yeah, it's super simple, super easy. There's also information on there with, ways that you can fundraise, kind of ways to invite people. So everything is pretty straightforward. There's also pledge forms on there that you can, print off and hand out to people. So it's all really basic and straightforward.
And the goal this year is to raise
$30,000.
$30,000,
yes.
Amazing goal. And you say for Kingston, but I understand your work goes, although it's the Kingston branch, goes beyond just the immediate, for example, city boundaries of Kingston.
Yeah, so we help many different regions. So the Kingston chapter helps all the way up to Moose Factory. So we really are out there, not only helping Kingston residents, but many communities around us. I don't think a lot of people understand that there's so much that goes into, having kidney disease and what really how it impacts your life. So it's just really important to raise awareness about
For
it.
sure. And I guess the one other piece that I'd love to draw attention to, because my father was fortunate enough to be a recipient of a
Yes.
kidney transplant, so organ donation, right? I think that's another area that you
Yes.
really try to raise awareness
That's
of.
huge, and you know that is pretty much the only cure to kidney disease is getting a transplant. So we really want to, you know, encourage people to sign up to be organ donors. You can be a live organ donor. There's so many opportunities, and really just raising awareness about how important it is to people living with kidney disease.
Definitely, and I can attest it is truly a life-changing gift. There's no
Yes, it
no
is.
words for the
Yeah.
positive changes and benefits that choice to make that donation can have in someone's life.
Yes.
So let's recap before we wrap up
Yeah.
today. September 28th,
Yeah.
taking place at Lake Ontario Park. Let's keep our fingers crossed for amazing weather, but if
thank
not, I'm
you.
sure it's still going to be a great time.
for
And
sure.
sign up at, where is it again?
Kidneywalk.ca.
kidneywalk.ca, and do your part to help the foundation raise its goal of $30,000 and improve the lives of those living with kidney disease. Thanks so much for being here
Thank you
today,
so much
Olivia.
for having me. Appreciate it.
No problem.